Welcome to the video lecture series of Grade 10 Chemistry. Today we will discuss carbon and its compounds. And the topic is cyclic carbon compounds. Carbon can form large number of compounds, we already know, because of catenation. Catenation is the self-linking capacity of carbon, so that carbon can form straight chain compounds, branched chain compounds, and ring of all sizes. The ring chain compounds of carbon are called cyclic carbon compounds. So it can be saturated or unsaturated. Saturated means it can contain only single bonded compounds, or it can be unsaturated, which means it contains double or triple bonded compounds. So carbon has the unique ability to form large variety of compounds with straight chain, branched chain, and a ring. And today we are going to discuss more about cyclic carbon compounds. So as I told before, it is saturated, it can be saturated or unsaturated. So for example, the saturated cyclic carbon compounds we say cycloalkanes. Cycloalkanes. So as the name indicates, alkanes can form a cyclic ring. For example, if you are taking propane, N equals 3, propane, so propane contain 3 carbon atoms. Its formula is CH3, CH2, CH3. So these 3 carbon atoms we can fuse together, we can join together, and it form a ring of 3. So like a triangle. So this is called a cyclic propane or cyclopropane. Cyclopropane. So when you expand the structure, 3 carbon atoms join together and form this triangle. Okay. So the remaining 2 valency satisfied with the hydrogen atom. The next 2 valency over here also satisfied with the hydrogen atom. So when you count the number of hydrogen and carbon in this compound, we'll get the formula as C3. There are 3 carbon atoms. How many hydrogen? Hydrogen is 6. C3H6. So its formula is similar to that of alkenes. So this formula is similar to that of alkenes. So we can conclude that cycloalkanes have the formula CnH2n, which is the formula of alkene. Okay, so we will try one more member, that is cyclopropane. Cyclobutane, and you already know in butane there are 4 carbon atoms. So we can try 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th carbon. The remaining 2 valency of each carbon you need to add hydrogen. Okay, so this compound is cyclobutane. Just count how many hydrogen and how many carbon. There are 4 carbon and hydrogen is 4 into 2, that is 8. C4H8. Similarly, you can draw n number of carbon atoms by using ring structure. So I am particularly describing about cyclohexane, an important compound in grade 10, cyclohexane. So we'll see how cyclohexane we can describe in a ring form. Hexane means it contains 6 carbon, so we need to draw 6 carbon first. Now just count how many carbon atoms I have drawn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon atoms. So each carbon, the rest of the valence you need to satisfy. Each carbon will contain 2 hydrogen atoms. Okay, so each carbon I'm drawing two hydrogen atoms here. So this is the next last one. And now you can count how many carbon and how many hydrogen. So carbon 6. What about hydrogen? That is 12. C6H12. So this is cyclohexane. Or we can draw in a condensed way like this. Cyclohexane. When you study this cyclohexane, you need to compare this structure with another important structure that is called benzene. It's an unsaturated cyclic compound, benzene. Benzene. Okay, its formula will be little different than the cyclohexane. Benzene formula is C6H6. So benzene and cyclohexane both are having same number of carbon atoms, but their hydrogen is different. Cyclohexane there are 12 hydrogen atoms, but in benzene there are only 6 hydrogen atoms. Benzene, Zene. BEN ZENE. Okay, so let us try how to draw benzene. So single bond, 6 carbon you have to draw first of all. Then 6 hydrogen atoms are there. So we can now draw 6 hydrogen. Each carbon contain one hydrogen which is linked to the which is linked by using single bond. So when you look each carbon, you can understand that only 3 valencies are satisfied. So the remaining valency we are satisfied by putting double bond over here in alternate positions of carbon. So C6H6, which means in benzene there will be 3 double bond. 3 double bond in alternate carbon atoms. Okay, then only the valency will be satisfied. So this is the basic difference between cyclohexane and benzene. In cyclohexane formula is C6H12, but in benzene it is C6H6. Cyclohexane there are 12 hydrogen atoms and there is no double bond. All the bonds are single bond. Carbon carbon bond or hydrogen carbon hydrogen bond. Carbon carbon or carbon hydrogen. Both bonds are single bond. Okay, but in the case of benzene there are 6 hydrogen atoms and 6 carbon atoms, but we have 3 double bond. Okay, in alternate position there are 3 double bonds present in benzene atom, benzene molecule. Okay, now if we draw a condensed or a closed structure without showing the double bond, without showing the hydrogen atom, we can draw it in this way. Okay, draw double bond in alternate positions. So this is one structure you can draw. Alternatively, we can draw one more structure, that is only the difference is double bond position. So here you can draw double bond in a different position. That's it. And both positions are same. In benzene, why I have drawn two structure, the position of the double bond is not stationary. They are not keeping in one place. The double bond can shift, or the double bond can move from one carbon to another. Okay, that's why I have drawn two structures. Both structures are same and both structures are similar and both structures not having any difference. Okay, only the position of the double bond is different. Okay, double bond is not fixed in benzene. That's why you can draw any structure, no issues. Now we study the difference between cyclohexane and benzene. This is very important topic. Usually in CBSE question paper they will be asking to draw the structure of cyclohexane and benzene. Thank you children.